picture in that fucking in that circle.
What, you don't like it?
No, it just looks funny.
It's baby Paddington.
It's baby Paddington?
It's baby Paddington.
Okay, it's just like, the way it really fixed it to a circle, it's like a keychain.
It's a little too symmetrical. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah.
You got an eBay notification, my boy.
Hey, you know what that sound is. Booyah. Nice.
You got the highest bid on the newest dildo.
Oh, fuck. $500. Paddington. So, we're getting out of, finally, the love genre, even though this came out on Valentine's Day. This is an adventure film. This was directed by Dougal Wilson. This, by the way, is a new director for the Paddington franchise. Paul King had directed both 1 and 2. Wilson had directed dozens of music videos, but this is his first big movie feature debut, Dougal Wilson. This was screenwritten by 3 different people. These are all new screenwriters to the franchise. I have not seen Paddington, by the way, 1 or 2, so I wouldn't know if there's a sense of change. But we'll talk about that in a sec. This stars Ben Whishaw as Paddington.
News to me.
This stars Ben Whishaw as Paddington, Hugh Bonneville, Emily Mortimer, Madeline Harris, Samuel Jocelyn, Antonio Banderas, Olivia Colman, and had a release date again of February 14th. Interesting thing about the February 14th release date, that was literally about half a year after its UK release date. So we're getting it very late. I don't know why it came out so much later, but not only was it pushed from its original late January release, but it comes out again well after the original November release for the UK. It's rated PG, budget of $90 million, and runtime of 106 minutes. Mark. Paddington, did this, what do you think of the franchise?
Okay, so I remember seeing the trailers. We both saw the trailers. We were like, this looks like some fucking CG shit. Like the same CG meets live action shit we've been seeing.
Oh, the first Paddington.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember
absolutely.
seeing the trailer to that. It looks fucking my shit.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing the trailer to that, and yeah, it looks like crap. And then I've been hearing so many positive things about it. So by the time the second one was in theaters, I was like, let me watch the first one. And I was like, shit. That was charmful. That was fucking good. And I was like, I gotta see the second one now.
Yeah.
Fuck. That was fucking good. And it's like, yeah, you hear Paddington 2, it's true. Paddington 2 is just probably one of the best follow-ups to a movie. It's a really well made movie. It's so charmful. Both movies are really charmful. They're really great.
Nice.
And okay, so yeah, now it makes more sense that this third one has the new writer, because it's not as good as the other two, but it's still charmful. But if you enjoyed this one, it's only up from here. It's good you watch this one first then.
Cool. Do you think, by the way, yeah, I thought this was, again, I think what I came across from this was Paddington is just a great character to lead a film. He's a very curious character, but he's not stupid. He's curious. He's curious enough. But he's got also more sass and logic than Winnie the Pooh, who nothing to be disrespectful about Winnie the Pooh, but this guy's he's more defined as a character. This guy, not to say that Winnie the Pooh isn't defined, but he'll kind of go bumbling off into wherever land. But Paddington will still do that, but he'll have some sense, and then if he gets dissuaded, he'll at least go.
Well, that's because Paddington's the main center. Pooh's shtick is that he bounces off the rest of the people.
Christopher Robin and Tigger.
Tigger, yeah, that's what's fun about Winnie the Pooh. He wouldn't be much. He's charming, but he wouldn't be. He's a charming British bear, but he wouldn't be much without it. Without the other 100 Acre Wood stuff.
Yes.
100 Acre Wood guys.
Yeah, I wish I grew up with Paddington instead of fucking Winnie the Pooh, because this guy's.
I have no regrets.
This guy's a legend.
Pooh's just shit, dude. Because I'm still trying to debate what's the next.
Well, here's
what Pooh I want for cartoon chat, and it's probably, I think my favorite Pooh movie is Pooh 2011. Because that movie is so fucking good.
Well, I'm just saying that because, when I saw Paddington 1, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this.
Wait, you say you didn't see this Paddington?
No, sorry. When I saw the trailer to Paddington 1, like we talked about, I couldn't give a fuck less. But if I had grown up with Paddington, I'd be like, holy shit, we're getting a fucking Paddington. Instead I grew up with Clifford, and then you had to see the trailer to that shitty live-action Red Dog movie.
Okay, yeah, that's shit. What's your problem with Pooh?
I'm just saying, this bear's cooler. I saw one movie, and I like this bear better.
Are you so? Well, you're.
I would give up my.
You're worried about the feelings of the Chinese president?
That's the.
They keep making fun of him. Leave him alone.
That is the next movie. We will get to that. All right. No. But yeah, like I enjoyed my time here. This was a lot of fun. It's simple, and again, it's rated PG. You're just this is Paddington seems like the type of franchise that again it's made for kids to enjoy, families to enjoy. Just sit back, enjoy your time. And if, by the way, you're an older person, you're probably going to sleep on this movie, but not because it's bad, because it's just slower pace and it's moving at its own pace, and that's not bad. But it's got enough.
I don't think you're honest. I think it's like there's enough interesting to keep you.
There should be, but I could see some old people that are. But old people sleep through it.
You can say that for any fucking family movie.
It could be fucking Transformers and they'll sleep through it. So never
okay,
mind.
so that's not even a fucking.
You're right. I'm approving your point. All right.
All right, you better.
Screw it.
Back off.
So one point I want to make. You know what's interesting is Antonio Banderas is in this movie for a little bit, and Antonio Banderas is he's basically playing Puss in Boots' character here.
He's playing the same character from SpongeBob 2.
Yes.
He's the exact same character. Too.
Wait, he was in what? He was in SpongeBob too?
SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water. He was the fucking pirate who was like stealing the Krabby Patty formula.
Holy shit.
With the magic book.
Yeah, I was like, it's interesting that this is, for Antonio Banderas, that's kind of his role that he's kind of been lined into, in many ways, because again, in Puss in Boots, it runs the same way, again, he's just playing a character that's haunted by his past selves, his past ancestors, and they want him to do what they've always done, and there's a tendency, and it's a negative connotation, and he has to find within himself to change that structure.
Well, like, and SpongeBob too, he's not haunted by anything, but he's just like a crazy thief who's just like after like an innocent main character.
There we go. Well, that sounds familiar.
He's the exact same character from SpongeBob too.
Yeah. So, but again, there's not too much here to talk about it. It's just that, again, I like this. This is an adventure film. I like the adventure. I like the fact that they give a little backstory for Paddington. I don't know if Paddington 1 gives the backstory to how Paddington was found and all that stuff, and if there's some whole thing, but I like the fact that, alright, let's go back to the roots. There's a bear kingdom, kind of like Kong Skull Island, basically. Yeah. Well, it's literally like Kong Skull Island, but for bears.
Again, I like this world. I like how cartoon logic everything is. Like there's a retirement home for bears.
Yes.
Just because bears aren't anything special. Bears aren't anything special. It just exists. A retirement home from bears. There's the
managed by the Catholic government.
Yeah,
Catholic religion.
Yeah, the old lady has like her own side story where she follows an electric cord that's like behind an organ.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
all she does is fix electrical issues.
There's like a lot of funny cartoony cartoon antics.
Yeah, antics that are at times.
Especially when you get to that temple and like there's a giant like pillar that falls in Paddington and he's like perfectly fine because he falls in the hole.
Because he falls in the hole. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a callback to what's his name, the historic stuntman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but
I love how charmingly cartoony this world is. I love her. I love that nun song in the beginning when she throws up the guitar and then she catches it later.
Yes, absolutely. Again, and in the beginning, I think they have all the characters that Paddington sees. Those are all developments from prior movies, right? That's acknowledging.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that.
Very much a close sequel.
I like that. It's like, here's a check-in on the characters that you last saw, and then Paddington's now going on a new adventure. I did, by the way, at the end, though, I found it funny because how cartoonish is this world if a bunch of fucking bears started running down the street looking at things in London and how freaked out would people fucking be? Because I'd be fine with Paddington. Paddington's pretty chill. But his whole fucking family walking down the street in London, I would be freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, there's a couple jokes that are just callbacks for the other two movies. Like a joke I like from the other movies is called The Hard Stare. And that's where
that's where it's from?
Yep, it's from the other two movies. That's it. I was laughing when that came up. And like that post credits also is a callback where they talk to that guy and they give him the oranges.
Nice.
But I do so it can only go up from here.
No, I will check out the other two now.
Yeah.
Because again, Paddington.
Real good.
Again, I had missed them. I will say they have confirmed a fourth movie. However, this is the highest budgeted movie in the entire trilogy. Paddington 3, it's $90 million. The previous was Paddington 1, that cost $65 million. But the problem is, this was the most costly film, but this made the least amount of money in the trilogy. So, like, if they didn't confirm a 4 already, like, I would have said, well, that's danger territory, because it has not really... It's made its money back, but it's still in that edge even. It's like, it's $90 million budget, but it's like at like 186 right now. So, like, it's marketing and all that shit, like, it's right there, right? Like, you probably want to make 2 more, like, double that. Probably not going to do that. That's fine, though. They've already confirmed a 4th one. I just think probably the big issue also is it's been 7 years, or what, 8 years? 2017 was the last film. And, you know, Paddington's great, but, like, there are only 3 years between Paddington 1 and 2, and then you haven't seen a Paddington movie in a long time. Like,
yeah.
You know, I think you got to keep that momentum going.
Paddington 2 has a lot of street cred, so I think they're going by that. If Paddington 2 was just like a movie that was just there, then like it probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't be as confident. But like the second,
it made money.
Yeah, the second movie like not only made a lot of money, it just has a lot of cred.
Good.
There's like the movie, what was it about it was Nicolas Cage movie, like something about underwhelming talent or something like that is the title.
Of enormous talent. The unbearable weight of something talent.
Yeah. In that movie, they keep constantly talking about how Paddington 2 was the best movie ever.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's good. Keep on doing that.
It has a lot of street cred.
That's cool. A+. I like that. Paddington, by the way, Paddington 4 is lined up to release alongside the 70th anniversary of the Paddington franchise. So, congrats to Paddington if that lines up.
I have the original show on DVD because I got it from like Dollar Tree.
Hey.
I played it on my TV just because while you're sitting in a massage chair, and you're like, this is stupid.
Did I say that?
I think we were both like that. We were just like riffing on this is stupid.
I mean, I probably would say that, so that sounds about right. From Paddington on to the
It's the old show though.
The classic, not the
not these movies though.
3, 2, 1.